Ah, the Wizard King, the Wizard King. Who should be the next Wizard King? So this discussion will be featuring heavy manga spoilers. If you have not read the manga or don't want to be spoiled, then just go read the manga. I will link down below to where you can legally read the manga for free, and you're not going to get any viruses. And then when you are done, come back here and watch this video. And also guys, please do leave a like and subscribe, as well as turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload a Black Clover video. So, the Wizard King, Julius Novachrono, is dead, most likely. I mean, he does have some time magic, which means there is somehow a chance, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rady somehow turned Julius into one of his toys, but his grimoire did disappear, so he is likely dead. Killed by Patry, who was thought to have been licked. This brings the question of who is going to be the next Wizard King, who will walk into his footsteps and lead the Clover Kingdom to glory. Before I get into my pick of who I think the Wizard King should be, I'm going to go over some other possibilities and explain why they will not likely happen. First, I'm going to go over both Asta and Yuno, the two main characters, and explain why neither of these should become the Wizard King yet. But a lot of people think that one of these two should already. First off, is despite them having a lot of power and growth, they are not nearly experienced enough yet to become the Wizard King. Hell, they have not even become a captain yet and led their own squad, which I believe is something that any Magic Knight should do before becoming the Wizard King. Julius was the captain of the Azure Deer before becoming the Wizard King. While I do believe 100% that one or both of these people will become the Wizard King at some point in the series, this is not what will happen yet. Another person I commonly see people being suggested by the fandom is Yami Tsukihiro of the Black Bulls. While I do believe he is probably one of the strongest captains right now, and he was friends with Julius, and Julius did leave it up to him, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Yami is the Wizard King right now. I am sure that the Wizard King can't just anoint the next Wizard King. The thing is, even if Yami Tsukihiro was the de facto Wizard King, I wouldn't be surprised if he stepped down or was forced to step down. I just don't think he would want those responsibilities, and he may not have the full support of the people because Yami is a foreigner being from the land of the sun. Finally, Mereoleona Vermilion, the current captain of the Crimson Lion Kings, she's a very aggressive warrior mage with some very, very powerful magic. Hell, she took on 5 possessed elves, mages, by herself, and held her own. Even 2 of those people were captain level prior to the elf possession. Mereoleona is a fearless warrior, and while she would likely have enough merit to be the Wizard King, or Wizard Queen, I guess, she likely wouldn't want it. She didn't even want to be the leader of the Crimson Lion King. She turned it down, and she only became the captain because Fuegoleon was unconscious and recovering. So I don't see her becoming the Wizard King just because she didn't want to have the leadership of a mere captain, let alone being the king of the entire kingdom. So, having Asta, Yuno, Yami, or Mereoleona as the next Wizard King just doesn't seem very likely to me. But I do think there is one person where it's extremely likely where they will be, and that is Fuegoleon Vermilion of the Crimson Lion Kings. Fuegoleon just screams Wizard King to me. I mean, even his squad is the Crimson Lion Kings, but there's many, many reasons as to why he should be the next Wizard King. First, we'll start with the most important way to become Wizard King, and that is through sheer merit and accomplishment, which Fuegoleon does seem to have. The Crimson Lion Kings have, under Fuegoleon's leadership, never been ranked less than 3rd place in the award ceremony when it comes to stars. Stars are based on merit, so being in the top 3 squads every single year is pretty impressive and shows his merit. Fuegoleon is likely now the most powerful mage in all of the Clover Kingdom since Julius is dead, and Fuegoleon got a power up. He now has the fully developed Fire Spirit, which would give him a massive amp of power. Now prior to this, Fuegoleon was already stated to be strong enough to defeat the fake-licked Patry, as Patry stated he had to trap Fuegoleon and trick him to be able to defeat him. So, we know Fuegoleon was already very powerful before, but now he is going to just be extremely overpowered. Now going back to his merits, I think it's very likely that Fuegoleon will soon add another accomplishment to his tally, as I believe he will play a huge role in saving the Clover Kingdom by defeating Licht and the Elves. Now add in this merit to consistently being a top squad, and then defeating the Elves, I think that would be more than enough merit for him to become the Wizard King. And sure, Fuegoleon is going to be more than strong enough for this role. He's the 7th most powerful physical mage in the Black Clover verse. Add that with his high level mana due to being a royal, and then add his new Fire Spirit on top of that. Fagolion is nobody that you should mess with. Now I have another reason why Fagolion will be the Wizard King, and this is because there may have been some foreshadowing early on in the series, when there was talk that Fagolion will be the first to become both King and the Wizard King. This makes sense. Fagolion would have the merit of the Wizard King and the leading/ruler ability of the actual king. When the captains were gathered before Gildray was pointed out as the traitor, they were not getting along. Real thought that if Fagolion was there, he would be able to fix that and get everybody to get along. That is what a leader does, and Fagolion fits both roles of the king and the Wizard King. And hell, he's a royal, so why not? Also, just based on what is happening in the manga, I think that the king is going to die. Even though he has powerful light magic, he's very weak with it and inexperienced. So I think the Clover King will die, or something will just happen to him so that he isn't the king anymore. And then Fagolion will take over. It also just makes sense that there not be two separate kings. They come into conflict with each other, and it might be better for the power to be concentrated in just one person for the sake of the kingdom. Also, it makes it so that the King Fagolion wouldn't need to be a helpless bitch needing protection all the time. Because as both King and Wizard King, he will be the most powerful mage in the kingdom. One more thing I want to talk about before I finish this video is a lot of people think that Nozel should be the Wizard King, but I really disagree with that. Not only would he be less powerful than Fagolion, but I don't think he had the attitude to fit it either. He's very prejudiced, and I think the kingdom would want Fagolion as the king because it has a redemption/revenge story. Also, Nozel was completely messed up by an elf recently. He may not recover for a while. And if Fagolion does defeat the elves, I'm sure Fagolion will have more merit at that point than Nozel Silva. But anyways, guys, these are my thoughts. Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you think any other captain should be the Wizard King? Yeah? No? Let me know your thoughts. But anyways, guys, please do leave a like and comment if you enjoyed, and also subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified every time I upload a Black Clover video. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Plus...